Good afternoon, everybody. Today is 16th of May. It's Thursday and it's about a bit after 5 p.m. New South Wales time, Australia. I come to talk about what's happened in the last week. I haven't done a video before I went into hospital, and yeah, if you watch my last videos, I was talking about I was having a colonoscopy last Thursday. The procedure went well. The results are good. Although I did show I have a redundant colon, which means it's longer than normal. So I don't know what's that about. But with the colonoscopy, the procedure was good. The prep of it really messed me about. Worse than it's messed my hair about. Look at that. Sorry. I started the prep. You'll know that if you haven't had one, I'm going to tell you what the procedure is. Or it's probably different in Australia than where you are. If you have had one, you've got an idea. Well, we've got to take this stuff that actually cleans out our bowels. We've got to clean it out completely so they can get a good look with the little camera. Tuesday, I was mostly fluids, no cereal, nothing red, nothing purple, mostly fluids. I can have white bread or lightly toasted, steamed chicken, soft veggies, just with pumpkin and potatoes. That was Tuesday. That was okay. On Wednesday, before 8 a.m, I could have lightly 1 or 2 slices of lightly toasted white bread. So I got up and had that. After that, just fluid completely all day. 1 o'clock, I had my first satchel. It comes in a little satchel and had it mixed with a cup of warm water, and you had to stir and stir and stir and stir it. It tasted okay. It was just lemony. That was it. That was 1 o'clock. 1:30, about 2:30 when I had my first run to the toilet. And it came before I realised it, and I wasn't prepared. I was, but I wasn't. I thought a bit later. So I did saw my nightie, which I had to change. After that, I actually had some pads that I've used sometimes, and I used to use those on my pants and just moved it up a bit further so it covered the back part. Then the next one was 3 o'clock, 4, and all that. The last one was 7 o'clock. I can remember the one thing that really messed me about was the prep itself. It really messed with my brain. I remember sitting on the toilet. I don't know when it was. I was there for half an hour and all I could do was cry. I did not want to do this. I did not want to go through the procedure. I just did not want to do it. Actually, I think it was, and I'm pretty sure it was too late to ring and cancel. I went to bed that night and I couldn't sleep. I cried. I don't know what time was I got to sleep. I just did not. I wanted to call and cancel again because I just didn't want to go into the hospital to stay overnight. I didn't want to do it. It wasn't the procedure. I said it's the prep that really got to me. But I set the alarm for 5:30 on the Thursday morning because I've got to have a glass of water before 6. So I got up and I needed my meds, took my meds, went back to bed for another hour or so because I was getting picked up about 7:20 to 8. He came as I was getting dressed, which was good, so I didn't have to sit and wait for him. got there, had to wait. I arrived at the hospital just before 8. Then you had to get changed and dressed and everything. Then you had to wait. I think it was maybe 10 o'clock before I was called in to go and get prepped, get the cannula in, get everything else done. Then after the prep, after the operation, I woke up in recovery. I don't remember anything like the last time I had it. I was laying in the bed, everything was good. I waited for lunch, no lunch came. So I asked them would they go and get my bag. They went and got my bag. The first thing I got out was my biscuits. I actually took some biscuits with me in case I didn't have gluten-free ones to have with a cup of tea after I came out, you know, all this. Nothing came around. I was eating my biscuits. The guy said, would you want a cup of tea? I said, you got any lactose milk? Next thing you know, oh, we're moving around the other part. Okay. Still had nothing to eat for lunch except my biscuits. Then move around. It was 3 o'clock. They said, okay, you can go, we'll take you in there. You can get changed and get up and walk around. I said, good. I will go down to the cafe and have a cup of tea with lactose-free milk, which I did. I was down there. I took Teddles with me. He went with me to the hospital. I went down there, had a cup of tea, and I was sitting there. I thought, okay, do I need a fart or do I need to go to the toilet? So I got up, went to the toilet, and went to the toilet. No, it was a fart. So I just sat there for a moment. Then I did let go. And I just cried because I wanted to go home and I did not want to stay in the hospital overnight. I mean, I cried. I don't know how long I sat in that loo for. It was, when there's something wrong, you want to be in your own home. And that's where I wanted to be. But they would not let me go. I realised, I thought maybe I should have packed up and went home by myself. Then maybe they would have forced me back home. I don't know what they would have done. So I got up. I don't know what, got out of the loo, don't know what time it was. My tea had gone cold because I left it outside, just outside the toilet cubicle and on the thing, so it was cold, so I tipped it down the sink. So I went upstairs back to where I was in the recovery room. And the reason why I was supposed to, because I was staying overnight, I thought I was actually going onto the surgical ward. No. There was no bed for me in the surgical ward, so I was going to sleep in the recovery ward. So, yeah, that's where I was going to sleep for the night. I thought, that's okay, you know, even though I didn't want to be there. So as I said, I went back upstairs and sat there. TV was on, this thing was over, so I changed the channel over to channel 10 to watch Bold and Beautiful at 1:30. Sitting there watching TV, changing around. I think it was about 6 o'clock. Tea came around. I was a bit worried, but it was chicken. Was it chicken and potatoes, beans, and carrot? I think that was that. Then there was dessert of I had an orange juice, and there was also what was it? This beautiful dessert. I can't remember what it was, but I've had it before and it was really beautiful. So I ate that. Had the orange juice, had I can't remember what it was. It's beautiful. I can't remember what it was. It was nice. It was gluten-free, so I had that. While I was eating, one of the nurses came over and said that when I finished that, to get ready and I can go lay on my bed. So, okay. So by this time, I was watching Neighbours. I thought I'll wait till at the end of Neighbours, then I'll go and find out which bed is mine. So when I was finished, I went over and asked them which bed is mine. She said, oh, sorry, we haven't finished the day's surgery, so you've got to wait because I need the beds. I said, okay, so back over and watch TV again. I waited. I was tired. So I just started dozing on and off. Closing my eyes, I thought, no, I better not go to sleep. Then they came over and said, okay, we're taking you onto a ward. They did say, I don't know what, I think it's something to a heart ward, something to do, a special ward for the heart. I can't remember what it was. Agro, I don't know what it was. So they took me over there, I got settled, temperature and everything else, all this kind of crap. Then I got changed and laid on the bed, doing nothing much. Eventually I can't remember if I went to sleep or not. I did. I remember waking up and I needed to go to the toilet, and I got the toilet and I didn't make it. I had, in other words, shit myself. Sorry, but that is what happened. Lucky I had pants on because I went more than what it was. And I tried to clean up the floor. I tried to wipe the toilet seat, but I thought what I'm going to do, so I pressed the buzzer to call the nurse, and I told her what happened, and she said, it's okay, we're going to have give you a shower. And because there was no shower on that ward, they had to take me back to recovery ward so I could have a shower to clean myself up. So I had my shower, and we're walking back, and I said to her, I don't want to be here. I said, not the hospital, I just don't want to be on earth. And I said, don't worry, I'm not going to do anything. It just said, there's nothing here for me anymore. If there ever was. So I went and sat on the bed and I was crying. Every time I get upset, everything comes out about what's happened, about my family. I nearly swore. And I just let everything out. I said, I just want to go home to my babies. I want to go home to my bed. But they said, it's too late. And I said, I don't care what time it is. I think it was about 1:30 in the morning. I said, I don't care what time it is. I said, I just wanted to go home. And I couldn't go home. So they got me cup of tea. It was actually lemon and ginger tea, and it was a nice tea. So I drank that and lay in bed and I started reading. Must have finally dozed off. I had no more accidents after that. And I woke up, stomach was still, I emptied my stomach, so when I had a tea the night before, that's what I did in the bathroom. And I woke up and they were doing handover, and I could hear them talking about me, what happened and everything. And breakfast came, because I had put in for that I was gluten-free. And the nurse the night before, she changed, also put in there was lactose-free milk. So breakfast came, it was 2 slices of gluten-free bread, some juice, some gluten-free cornflakes and some soy milk on hot water for a cup of tea. Well, I had my cereal with the soy milk, And I was hoping that it would be okay, or maybe I shouldn't have had the milk. I didn't drink the juice. I had the cup of tea. The cup of tea wasn't hot. That's all I had. I don't know, I think it was about 8 o'clock now, and I got up and dressed. I said, okay guys, I'm ready to go home. When can I go home? You know? I had a okay, I said, I've just got to ring community transport to come and get me. So they said, ring them and organise OSAC. So I rang community transport to arrange to come and pick me up. And they said that I cannot organise it. The hospital nurses, they've got to organise it to make sure that I am allowed to go home. So I handed the phone over to the nurse on duty, and he spoke to them, and they said, no, it's got to go through another department of the hospital. They said, okay. So they packed me up, wheeled me, I had to get in a wheelchair to go out. Ridiculous. Took me downstairs. Then we had to call. They had to call community transport for something, so I just they had to find a number. I said, no, it's okay, I got the number. They spoke to him, said, okay, they're going to call a taxi instead. So that's okay. I said, I hope they call the proper taxi. So when I set out, then I need to get rushed to the toilet, and then I thought, okay, the soy milk I had was the wrong soy milk. There is different types of soy milk you can have, and it seems the one they gave me was not the correct one. It wasn't the one that I should be having. So that was all right. I come back and sat down. Then got off the phone. They said they were sending a taxi for me at 9:15. I said, good. So then I had to go to the toilet again. Sure enough, it was soy milk, had been wrong soy milk. So I sort of hope that's enough. It was almost 8:45, so I said, okay guys, I'll go out the front and wait for my taxi. So I went out and waited for my taxi. Eventually I got home. It was so good to be home. So good to be home. Home to my babies, home to my bed. Now what to do when I get home? I can't remember, it was nearly a week ago. I was feeling okay with regards to the everything. And the nurse said the reason I had the accident when I let loose was still had some of the prep inside, which was still cleaning up my bowels. Well, if that was the case, why did they knew I was had the colonoscopy, and you have all this, then why did they organise me to have such a big meal that I had? I do not know. Because I know if I was home, I wouldn't have had such a big meal. I would have had something light, and that would have been it. I think I had ice cream. I know I brought some lactose-free ice cream before I went in the hospital when I did an order online. And so I had lactose-free ice cream here, and I had some peaches. So I think Friday is a blur. Finally had a shower that night, went to bed. I woke up Saturday about 9:30, got up and had breakfast. No, sorry, not breakfast. Got up, went to the toilet, had my medication, back to bed. Next time I woke up, it was dark. I looked at my clock, it was 6 o'clock. I was okay, had no feelings, nothing upset or anything. I went after lunch on about 12:30 on Monday. I was going over the plaza. I thought I'd go out, get something nice for lunch and that. And on the walkway over, I was crying. I had Garfield with me. I took him with me. You know, I didn't want to, I better get out. I was crying. I wasn't quite sure the next day if I would be able to go to volunteering the next day because how I was feeling. But getting out, getting out mixing with people, doing a bit of shop, come home, I did feel good. You know, that was it. The next morning I got up on Tuesday just gone, a couple of days ago, I went up to go to my volunteer work, got up, got ready, okay, went to walk out the door and I just started crying. I didn't want to go out. I thought my anxiety is going to come back because of that prep and everything. So I just sat down. I thought I missed the first bus. So I sat down, had a cup of tea to calm down. Had about an hour to wait till the next bus. I thought that's okay. So that 9 I got together and I took Garfield with me on the bus and I was okay that time, you know. I got through the day. I told everybody I had some anxiety hidden. That's why I was late. They wanted to know how the results were with my colonoscopy. I said the results were good. I said, but it's affecting me. The prep is just kicked in the anxiety for a bit. Okay, I got through that. But yesterday when I left home to go to my volunteer work and that, I was okay, no worries. But I still took Garfield with me. They won't allow my babies, but that's okay. They love seeing Garfield. How do I feel at the moment? It still upsets me about what happened, and I can tell you now, no more. I am not going through that again. No way in hell am I going through that again. It has affected me. I was doing really good before I did this. Early last week I was feeling really good. I didn't think I would have any hassles, but I think deep down there was the thing that yes, there was it could happen, and it did, and I am not going through that again. There's no way. If they could, I don't think. Sorry, I know we have a government procedure. We have a government bowel kit sent out. I think it's every 2 years. Yeah, it must be every 2 years to screen for bowel cancer. I did that last year, and that came back normal. It was okay. So from now on, that is all I'm going to do. I will just do the bowel prep. The government, we do it. It doesn't cost us. Once you hit 50, the government sends you out the bowel kit to do this. It doesn't cost you a cent. So that is all I'm going to do. And if that picks up something, then I'll go from there. But there is no way I'm going through what I have been through. And I think the main part is that it made me feel more alone than I've been. You know, when something goes wrong, it just makes me feel more alone. It's like, I have no one here for support. I do have one person. But when you need physical support, I know he gives me spiritual support. But sometimes it's just hard when I am on my own, when there's no one who will support me. My sister would have come down. I think I've told you this in another video, but at the moment she's still in hospital waiting to find out what they're going to do with her knee. She had it fell over in the horse paddock. She hurt her knee. She's had a couple of ops. She's had a brace put on her leg to keep it still, but her knee's not healing right. It's gone out of wonk or something, and they can't tighten it. now she's waiting to find out what they're going to do. They did say something about knee reconstruction, and she's younger than me. She'd have a knee reconstruction. Then they're supposed to have it last week or something. Then she said she had an infection, so now she's still got to wait to find out what they're going on. So she would have come down to be here so I could be home. But I don't think, I don't know, you know. I think I still would have been affected by the way the prep affects us when we have the prep, where it cleans our bowels out. I would still be affected. So I don't know if anyone being here would, if her being here, at least I would have been home. I don't know. I just don't know. So I don't want to go through, even she said she will come down next time. I said, there's not going to be a next time. I have had enough. I'm not getting poked no matter what hole it is, you know. I have been through enough in the last, since I've been in coughs, but I've no regrets moving here. We went to bed early. I think at midnight. Went to bed last night. I was watching movies and that. And I got a friend down in Victoria. I haven't emailed her she emailed about a few weeks back. I haven't emailed, but I thought I'll send her off to let her know, because she knew how I was having this, and I emailed her off and tell her how it was and how it affected me, and how there's no way I'm having it again. The doctors can go jump for all their care. This is my body, and I'm going to choose from now on what I want done to my body. I'm due for a mammogram, but I'm going to wait till I'm in the right frame of mind to go and have one. In Australia, we're lucky. I think once we reach 50, between 50 and 74, 50 onward anyway, we get free mammograms every 2 years. But since there's also breast cancer in the family, I have it every year. Last year I had it, but I didn't have it through Breast Screen New South Wales. I had it through the local radiology, because I did find a lump, and the doctor said it was only a cyst. I said I wanted to go further because my sister had breast cancer, and of course of the bowel cancer. That's another thing. Anyway, so I went and had a mammogram, had an ultrasound of the lump, and okay. Now, there's something my gyno was telling me when I was seeing him with all my pap smears and all that kind of thing. He told me that bowel cancer, ovarian cancer, and breast cancer are all connected. So someone in your family, with your parents, your grandparents, or your great-grandparents, whoever has had bowel cancer, who had breast cancer or ovarian cancer, you could get either one of those. They say in Australia, 9 out of 10 women with breast cancer has got no history of breast cancer in the family. But I do not mention a check on bowel cancer or ovarian cancer. There is no, they don't talk about it. They do not mention it. And I was at a breast cancer morning tea once, and I piped up and asked it how bowel cancer and breast cancer are connected. And to me, it's kind of like she brushed me. She did say something, then she just brushed it off as if she didn't want to talk about bowel cancer because they're there for breast cancer. Everything that these days is about breast cancer. Nothing else gets mentioned. Nothing. Everything's, and it really stinks. I mean, it really stinks. I don't know how it is in your country. Is it the same? It's always only about one thing. You hear about these celebrities getting breast cancer, then it comes out. Breast cancer, any kind of cancer needs money. Not just breast cancer. Breast cancer can be detected if it's detected early by a mammogram or if by checking your own breasts, whatever, it can be detected early. But ovarian cancer, by the time you get it, I'm sorry, but there's little chance of you surviving ovarian cancer. Bowel cancer can also be, if it's caught early, you can survive that. But ovarian cancer is a big one out there. Plus, there's a whole lot of cancers. Like I had pre-cancer cells in my cervix, and when I was told I had cancer, there was no support. No one offered me support. The doctor didn't offer, okay, here's some support, you know, to go and to talk to somebody. There's no one about it. But I had a hysterectomy, and that got a door, so was all. Then a few years ago, they thought it might have been back. My gyno, who was it? I can't remember, one of them anyway. I thought it might have been back, so before I had to have go and have a biopsy. And before I got the all clear, I went to the hospital looking for a support group for anyone for cervical cancer. There was nothing. They said, we'll ring you when we find one. I had never got that call. So that's for cervical cancer. There was no support group in Coffs Harbour that would help me connect to get support through that. Lucky that it did not come back. Very lucky, because if it was back, then there'd be no support groups here in Australia, here in Coffs Harbour for it. And it really pissed me off. It's like, I had cervical cancer. It's like it doesn't worry. But if I had breast cancer, come on, we'll help you. We'll give you support that you need. It is so wrong that breast cancer gets all the advertisement that they can give. Everything goes. Someone I live in Newton-John. There was some footballer, his wife had breast cancer and she passed away. They got a McGrath Foundation to raise money for breast cancer. No one comes out and say they had cervical cancer. You don't hear about that, or you don't hear about any star coming out to say cervical cancer. Or as I said, with ovarian cancer, it's sad that once you get, as I said before, there's little to no hope that you will survive it. And we need to work. I'm not sure what they really are, but I don't have to worry about it because I don't have any ovaries. They were taken when I had a total hyster. So, but still, there should be more things out there in warnings about looking up, finding out what the symptoms are, and if you have any of these symptoms, go see a doctor. It's just like anything that is wrong with your body. Is something that does not feel right to you, go see about it. And if your doctor somehow brushes it off, that says it's nothing, you know, and you still feel that there is something you need to look into, keep going. I'm not quite sure how that goes in your country, but in Australia we have what we call bulk billing. A lot of doctors, they bulk bill for those who do have a healthcare card. A healthcare card is for those of us who are on Centrelink payment, which is a government payment here in Australia. We get a healthcare card and we can get bulk billed, which is free medical at a doctor. Like when I went to the hospital for last week, I did not pay a cent. It was bulk billed to Medicare, which is the government. I did not pay anything. My sister's been in the hospital for 7 weeks, was it 8 weeks or something, not paying a cent, not a cent for her medical, because it's done by bulk billing, but it's a public hospital and you don't pay anything in a public hospital here in Australia. I think that's one good thing about Australia. Our health is good, but sometimes people are battling, you know, everyone battles in Australia. The price of things are ridiculous. People trying to find cheap rental, because if you want a centrelink payment, most of your payment will go in bills, like you need the internet, you need a phone, you got to pay your rent, you got to pay food, you got to buy your power and all this. I'm lucky that I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't have a car. But I do have backup, because of my inheritance. That is my backup. So that is why I've been able to do what I have been doing. And as I said, I've slowed down buying babies. I'm just dealing with what I got. I've only got one more coming at the end, probably towards the end of the year, whenever Jackie finishes. That's okay. I know she will come. She'll be beautiful, and I know I wasn't quite sure if I was getting the baby rooted or painted. I wasn't quite, so I just messaged Stephanie just to query that it is being rooted. And she said yes, it is being done by Jackie. I said okay, that's all right, no worries. I know when Jackie's done, she'll be done. But then no. Today's the first I've actually felt like doing a video. I know that Tuesday, Wednesdays, I do my volunteer work. Monday wasn't up to it. I'm feeling better. Talking about it what happened does get to me. I was going to do a live, but I wanted to get out and talk about what I wanted to say. And also Shane, I know one lovely lady out there wants to see this fella. Look at him. Yeah. I was going to do something in this video and I forgot. I got talking. We'll have to do another video. I have to do another video of doing that. It's just something I brought in Tasmania that I've got to fix up for something. Yeah. Plus I've got to clean up. I've got to, my unit is up for sale and someone's coming around to look at it tomorrow. No, I'm not moving. They actually they've got it listed as an investment property only. So hopefully they'll get someone who wants an investment property only, so I don't have to move. I don't want to move. I love it here. It's perfect size for me. Oh, it'd be nice to have 2 bedrooms, but if I wanted 2 bedrooms, so I could have a nursery, that would be more in rent. And I don't want to pay any more than what I'm paying. This is good. I've got plenty of storage here. I'm glad that I've got this other little room because it's a storage room for stuff. What else? Cupboard space. I've got a linen cupboard which has got everything in it. I've got a pantry which is good. I've got a little cupboard in my toilet which is good. That's where my toilet paper and brooms and all go. My lounge room, it's my lounge room kitchen. There's no dining room. It's a lounge room kitchen. So it's 15 square meters. I had to measure it when I got a heater to heat it. So I had to measure my room and I measured it. 15 square meters now it's not very big, but it's big enough for me. And anyone else wants to come in and stay? Sorry, you're not coming. At the moment, I'm feeling good. I know going through what I went through last week is upsetting. And I think it will be upsetting for a while until I get through it. I don't think I'm feeling 100%. Because when I talk about it, I can cry. It does still affect me, you know. Gosh. Well, I should. Oh, what am I doing? Whew. Yeah, Garfield. Oh, where I volunteer, they all love little Garfield. They all love Garfield. There was another volunteer. She thought it was funny. She laughed at him. But you didn't care, did you? Everybody loved you. Yeah. They loved you. He's gorgeous. Ah, I love Garfield and my Teddlies. He had a bath the other week because I was taken to the hospital. I thought I will actually better wash him because he never had a bath in the 14 years since I've had him. He's had a lot of tears, a lot of snot, a lot of, you name it, he's had it. So I washed him. I just chucked him in the wash machine with a bit of wool wash and he come out clean. So he's my teddy bear. So I think I will go. I'm feeling good. It's probably about, by the time here, it's probably about 20 to 6, quarter to 6. I've got to figure out, I'm having toasted sangers for tea tonight. We're having pineapple, ham and cheese toasted sanger. So that's my tea tonight. So yummy. Yum, 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 yum. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. We might do another video later. Yeah, I was going to do another, as I said, I was going to do something in this video, but it's just a chat video. And I think I might go, and I will see you in my next video. Doing videos for me can be like therapy. It takes me, although I'm talking about things that have happened in the past with me, it's still, yeah. I think I haven't told you about something I did a couple of weeks back. Another video. Okay. I think I'll do that with the other video, what I was going to create in this video. I'll do that then. So, to all my subs, thank you very much for subscribing. And if you're new to my channel, hello everybody. Welcome to Celys Crazy Channel. Maybe I should change the name to Celys Crazy Channel. That's okay. Now, if I call it Crazy Channel, we might get more crazies. We don't want any more crazies. So, welcome. And if you love this video, if you've seen other videos and you like my videos, just subscribe, please. And click the little bell. Is it down here? I think it is, down here. And to get notifications of new videos. I've got more babies to change for winter. We're heading into winter. We're in the last summer, we're in the last month of autumn. Winter starts on the 1st of June, so we're getting close to winter and our nights are getting cold. I'm always in my winter nightie now. I've actually put the blanket on my bed. I went out, I didn't get out of bed till half past 11. I thought, since it's nearly lunchtime, I will go and get a pie. So I went over and got a pie, and because it's raining, I went bare feet. Oh my God, I love bare feet. Bare feet. Anyone else who loves going bare feet, walk around bare feet, thumbs up, please. And the lady next door, she said, I don't know how you go out those shoes. I said, I love going barefoot. It comes back to when I was a child. We used to go barefoot, walk, even in the summer, barefoot downtown, down the street. If we had to cross the road, we'd hurry across the road as fast as we could, then we'd get on the grass. Alongside the road, we'll walk on the grass here. We always had bare feet. Love it. You get the young ones around today, they're all rugged. It was raining. Yes, it wasn't raining hard, but it was raining and drizzling and that. And you get these young ones all rugged up, shoes, socks, the works. I thought, why? There's nothing wrong with getting your feet wet, is it? It is good for your feet. It is good for your immune system. Maybe that's why my immune system is so good, that I love going barefoot. If it's raining, it's raining. If my feet get wet and it's raining, it's cold, I don't care. You can't get a cold from getting wet. You can't get a cold from getting cold feet. You get a cold, it's a virus which you catch from someone else. Do you love going barefoot in the rain? If you do, comment down below, let me know. Come on. We need more bare feet in the rain out there, on sunny days, any day. You love going barefoot? Put it in the comments. Give me the thumbs up. So I think I will see it's getting close to tea. I've got to organise this. I thought I might get on and get this done and get it over. It's a long video, so it's going to take a while to do stuff, but that's okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready. Come to the Crazy Channel. Come to the Crazy Channel with my Garfield. Hello, Garfield. I was thinking, no, I won't say now. I'll see if I can work it out, then I'll show you. Bye, Garfield. Bye. Look, turn your head around so you can look directly into there, okay? Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. We'll see you next. Bye, people. Don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up and click the little bell. And welcome to my crazy channel, CelysRebornBabies. Yes, bye mummies. Have a good day, mate.